Yeah, they were doing a good job early on. I think we expected more pressure from them, or at least having their own way of kind of shutting down our passing game of, when we're spreading it out a little bit. We're not in that under center stuff. We're looking for some different looks, and they were toying around with us. Like I said, because they had the speed to do that. They can jump into one thing before snap, bring all the linebackers up. Next thing you know, they're in a coverage that wouldn't even look like that if you saw it the last second. So that's just stuff we have to work on it, during the week in film work. That's really where you can get a good read on a team.
You probably have a theory for what happened to the offense after the first two drives. What do you think?
I think to be honest, I think we got a little bit complacent. Up 14-0, come out firing. Something that we've kind of done, but not really done to that extent throughout the season. So we're kind of, hey, we're just gonna keep it going. Someone's gonna do it for us. But then we gotta sit back and be like, hey, we gotta execute, and we gotta not play complacent and not just think everything's gonna come easy. That's something we'll be fine at. Like I said, that's ups and downs of the game. That's attitude. It's hard to really focus in and hone in when you're doing so well. You want to stay even. You don't want to get too high. You don't want to get too low. You want to stay right there to where you can always be executing at that high level. And I think if we find that attitude level or that emotional level where we can execute at our highest, that'll give us the chance to put 3 or 4 drives together where we're scoring, and then that really opens up the game and changes a lot of what happens throughout the whole ball game.
Can you talk about what you saw in your 2 interceptions?
The first one, they tricked me on the coverage, and I let it go, and I was right when I threw it, I knew what had happened. And then the second one, just trying to do something that I shouldn't have been doing, really, with the football down there in the red zone. That's really, you got to be careful throwing flat balls, especially the way they were covering us.
Right.
You can't just go throwing them lazy. You have to be right on. And when you get running, now I'm just, the chances of throwing a good ball are kind of, diminishing, and then you see what happens. And then I can't tackle on top of it, so I'm screwed at that point.
You talk about going into Michigan. This is probably not the clean performance you guys wanted to put out, at least on offense, but it is still a win.
Yeah, we did some good things, and then there's some things that we need to work on, so we can learn from both of those, and that's a good thing for us. We've been doing a good job of responding to each new challenge that we get each week, and I think that the guys have a good attitude, and that's really what all you can ask for at this point going into conference play.
Was it hard not to look ahead? Is it hard just to not look ahead? It's such a big game next week.
Yeah, I think we did a good job of keeping the attitude on this team. We knew they were a good ball club, and they showed it. Not a lot of people know about Arkansas State, but they play some teams close. They're tough. They got a good defense, good offense, and they're very respectable guys, and they're very well coached. And it stood out today on the field with those guys.
Yeah, probably.